guys, thank you so much for joining me. I'm Sarah Jane Mayberry, and I am your local artist. Tonight we are going to go with a Grinch themed outfit, and we have a already a done arm painting that I'm showing off to you guys today. So, what we're going to be doing today is we'll be adding an extra flower onto my face as a face paint, and then we'll be doing some other stuff. We'll be doing a watercolor kitty cat, 3 kitty cats to be exact, and then I'm going to be adding the glow-in-the-dark eyes on it. So we have some really cool stuff coming up today. Hey, Sue Thomas just joined. Hi, Sue. Thank you so much for joining. I'm so glad you're here. She says, I'm here in the chat. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. Today what we're going to do is I'm going to follow up and I'm going to show you guys a face painting flower. And then after that, I'm going to take you guys on over to the kitty cats and to the watercolor table where I have already sketched and pretty much painted most of it. I just have to add the watercolor to the eyes and then do some ink on there. So I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you guys so much for being here. That is super awesome. Let's go ahead and let's paint. Oh wait, let me show you guys what's on my arm today. I got this super cool Dr. Seuss fan art going on my arm. I had so much fun doing that one, guys. Oh, and then my eye painting. These were done quite a while ago, guys. So if they don't look like they were just done, it's because they just weren't. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna use the smallest brush I've got right here, and we're gonna do a pink and white flower, and I'm just gonna add it down here to the bottom. Okay, so let's go ahead and paint. So this is interactive, guys. Definitely say what's up in the chat and let me know if you guys have any questions. All I'm doing right now is a petal. And I know it doesn't look like a flower yet, but it will be. Alright. It is super hard to do it in this light, man. Woo! So we're going to do the 4... Not exactly how I had it the last few times, but that's okay. We don't want every flower to be the same. It would make it very boring. Alright, so I did just the outside of the flowers, and the reason being is I'm going to do whites on the tip, and it's going to make it a big difference. I know it looks kind of rough right now, but it'll get there. It'll look really cute. Alright, so let's go ahead and get a little bit of the white. Rinse off my brush. I like to make sure my colors stay really crisp and clean, so I always rinse my brushes off in between. Now this isn't necessarily wet, guys. dry. Okay, so we got the middle and the inside of it. We're gonna give it a minute to dry, and while we're doing that, let's go ahead and add a couple more of the leaves, which it looks kind of out of place. Maybe we should do another jawbone one. Let's do a jawbone leaf, so we'll have this one up here, and then we'll have this one down here. Let's give that a second. We're just doing two different flowers. Adding a little bit more water to my brush. How's everybody's day went? How was everyone's Easter and their weekend? Is everyone glad to be back? I know, I guess necessarily you might not be ready to go back to work, but are you at least glad, all the hustle and bustle is over for a little while? I know some people that are. We go right into another, a birthday as soon as, Easter is done. So next week is my birthday. I turn 40. I'm super excited about that. Well, actually, what it is it'll be my 9-month quit drinking date. And then it'll be my 40-year birthday. And then, it'll be Mother's Day. So we've got lots of stuff coming up. Oh, I like that. I think that's really cool. I don't normally walk around with the flowers on my face, but I really wanted to do something floral on my sidewalks, so I'm kind of practicing for my sidewalks. I know that sounds kind of silly, but it's true. I'm practicing for my sidewalks. Let's do a yellow. That's orange is not really showing up. So that just kind of shows you a couple different more flowers. So I did one flower up here. Let me get this off here. I did one flower up here, and then I did a second flower kind of similar. And then I did two more flowers, and it just doesn't look like a cohesive face painting to me. So I'm gonna actually add some greenage to it. And then let's get our rainbow colors ready to go. That didn't work out very well. Let's try that again. Not every face paint is perfect. I don't know, it's starting to look a little bit better. So, I got quite a bit. It's almost like a quarter of my face. This isn't something necessarily that you would do for a show or anything like that. But it's something that you could do for saying, like, hey, I want to be Uma Thurman and Batman for Poison Ivy or something like that. So, or maybe a luau. It'd be really cool. And have some luau, some flowers on your face instead of like in your hair. You could have them in your hair too, but you could also have a couple flowers on your face. That'd be a really cool idea. And this is our Grinch that I did earlier. This is super awesome. This is just fan art. That's not something I would either have a show. These are just fun little things to be thinking about. That you can do as fun little face paintings. Alright, let me go ahead and let me rinse out my brushes really good. Thank you guys so much for joining. This is definitely a different face painting. So before we go any further, I have a website you can find me at. It is sarahjanemayberry.com. You can find me on TikTok. You can find me on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Lemonade, LinkedIn, Favorited, and Discord. Ooh! Alright, so here is our picture that we have been doing for just a couple days now. We started it on Saturday. This is really, really cool. I'm gonna do a real quick eye painting for her. We're gonna do and we're just gonna get right into doing the portrait. Okay, so we got that done. And I want to do glow in the dark. I'm sorry guys, I'm getting too tongue-tied. So I did glow in the dark right here on Sylvie's fur. I'm also going to do glow in the dark on Tibby's eyes. So just give me 1 minute. Let's go ahead and let's give that watercolor a little bit of time to soak in. I'm going to go over with my trusty can you guys see okay? I'm going over with my trusty pens, and I'm just going over the outline of the kitty cat. And it's kind of different on here, to say the least. I'm not gonna actually put all ink on it like I have before in the past on some of my other projects. So, and the reason being is if I did that, it's gonna make it too dark, and it won't show the true colors of the animal. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. Sorry it was a slow start, man. Face painting's kind of different. Usually I just do some easy, quick stuff that you can use in your day-to-day stuff. So I'm going over this. Alright, so I'm just going over through here. Let's see here. I don't want to do too much on here. On her eyes, maybe. I really like this picture. Alright, so we've got some of it on there. Let's do a little bit of on there. Okay, so I'm just kind of going here slowly and surely. Go ahead, somebody say something in the in the chat, guys. I'm here to answer questions. This is supposed to be interactive. It's not just me sitting up here painting while you guys, watch. I'm here to answer questions, help you guys with projects. Just kind of be an all-around supporter. If you guys have we are looking for a name for this painting. So if you guys have a name or think of a name, please put it in the chat. All right. All right. And then I'm going to show you the pictures of the animals. I have the permission from the owner. I'm super excited about that. So you guys are going to be able to see what the animals look like that I'm painting tonight. So that's super fun. That's exciting. For me, anyways. Alright, so I'm just going over the lines. This looks awesome. I like it. Okay. Just on those little teeny hair follicles. And now his mouth. Alright, now let's do his name. Her name, Sylvie. These are such cute names for animals. But how can you name an animal wrong? I don't think you can name an animal wrong. Animals are just adorable. Okay, and then we're going to do Tibby's name. Susan Thomas goes, looking good. Thank you, Sue. I appreciate it. Kind of got off to a slow start. I'm not a big fan of the face painting. The face painting flowers I did. I liked them when I did them earlier, but when I did them tonight, it was a little bit more bolder than what was earlier. So I don't know. All right, so we're just going over and doing all of her sketch marks. Oh, I just love it. Look at how fluffy. You think it's awesome now, you should wait till you see the pictures of the animals. They're going to do it in because they're all got funny faces on. That's why I chose these pictures. I'm super excited that I get to show you guys. Yay! Which is not normal because normally I don't show you guys the reference photos because, of course, I don't own the reference photos. But I got special permission this time, guys. All right. And almost done. Well, I guess there's more stuff I have to do. We got a super late start. We couldn't get the little one into bed today. So that's okay. Alright, so I'm just retracing his little whiskers down here. Alright, we need to sign it, and then we still have to put the glow-in-the-dark paint on it. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to have to come back and do let's do the pen marks right now in its eyes. Alright, there we go. Let's see if we can get 2 globs of paint in that little teeny spot. We're going to find out. So if you're just joining us, thank you so much for joining us. I'm Sarah Jane Mayberry. I'm your local artist. Every single day we do face paintings, we do sidewalk chalk, watercolors, acrylics, sand painting, anything you want to know, window painting, we do it. So what I'm doing here is using the top of the acrylic marker. And I'm just going in and making circles for the eyes. Okay. Oh, see how it covered it? I was wondering if it would. Let's see if I can uncover it. Give me 1 second. There we go. I'm just lifting some of that paint out. Let's do some more. I just put too much of a glob on there, that's all. It'll come out real quick. Alright, so that looks a lot better. And that's starting to come, and it looks pretty good. So let's look here. This is Cora Sylvie Tivy. Reference photos is from Jessica McCoy, also known as J Mac. Oops. Yeah, this is our Cora, Sylvie, and Tivy. Now, as promised, I told you I would show you guys pictures of the kitty cats. So let's go on over there and let's take a look at the kitty cats. Hi. Okay, so we do a full painting every single day. We do a rock painting. We do a whole bunch of stuff here. So we meet every single night about 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We have been meeting at different times because my little one decided he doesn't want to go to sleep at bedtime. So that's okay. Let me go ahead and show you guys the pictures of Sylvie, Tivy, and the other kitty cat. It should be under Enhance. And here is the pictures of the cats. Okay, so here's the first one. So this is her little kitty cat. And then here's the other kitty cat. And there we go. There's another one of the kitty cats. That's the one that I gave green eyes to. And then these are pictures of them when they're not making really big funny faces. So that I could see what color their eye was and stuff like that. So yeah. So remember, we have a website and we post everything onto YouTube. So check me out at Sarah Jane Mayberry. That's my channel on YouTube. And my website is sarahjanemayberry.com. You can find me on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Threads, Lemonade, LinkedIn, favorite it, and Discord. Thank you so much for coming. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And don't forget, oh, I didn't show you guys. Here, let me show you this is my, oh, here, I gotta remove the background. Let me remove it. There we go. And this is what we did. I did earlier today when I was just playing around and doing some fan art. So this is my face painting. I thought it was pretty cool. That's what I did for fan art today, and I showed you guys how to do flowers. So thank you guys so much for coming. I'm Sarah J. Mayberry. I'm your local artist, and I'll see you tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you. Bye.